Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently embroiled in a rather large war right now. We are of course working on getting British Raj annexed into our territory, and we have a minor rebellion going on over here as well. And we're actually fighting Portugal too, so there's all that. Well, there's that rebellion gone. Okay, well that's convenient anyway. I want to go through these fronts a little bit here. Oh, we've got a lot up over here. And another proletarian revolt. Okay, well, that's exciting. I want to make sure that we only have one unit on each of these fronts. So I'd like to move one down over here, and one over this direction would not be a bad idea. So we'll do something like that. We know we're going to need one out over here, but that's that proletarian revolt, and it's going to be some time before those are ready. So we're not going to need anything over there for a little bit here. That's a lot in this area. I'm going to send this unit over here, and I'm going to send this unit. We already sent someone here, right? So we don't need that, I don't think. Okay. That seems absolutely fine here. Let's tick on forward. We've got this under control. We just need to let that wrap up. There's a good vintage, apparently. We'll get some building wine output. Why not? Sounds great. So now the question, of course, becomes how long is it going to be before British Raj just gives up? They've got a little territory over here that we're not actually attacking at this moment, and we've got a lot of forces in here again. We may want to consider having these guys move to standby and head on over with naval invasion over here. So that would be, who did we have standing by there? That was Wellwood Peas. Okay, sure. We'll send him on over. Phenomenal. So that's all absolutely great, right? No problem whatsoever there. Other than potentially what's going on in this location. We can do something about that, though. We can send this guy on over. There we go. We've got forces on the way. The Communist Party wins with 60% of the vote. How does that affect our legitimacy? It does not in the slightest. Okay, so that is fine. There's no changes to our legitimacy there. So that's absolutely okay. We should probably check in on our infrastructure real quick. Yeah, we're going to need some, like, 6 in Kazembe. 25 each, right? Yep, so we're going to need 6. We're going to need 6 in East Anglia as well. We're going to need 3 in Congo Oriental, 3 in Nigeria. I queued up 4. We're going to need 3. We could go to diesel trains. That would destroy our oil production, though. Like, we have way too much oil, or way too little oil production for that at this time. So we're not going to do that. We definitely need a number of trains throughout here. There we go. Words are very difficult all of a sudden. But that's fine. An exile from Bavaria, sure. Okay, so British Raj is going to be giving up here very shortly, right? We want to make sure that all of these are proposed, and they are. Portugal is very, very not into this at this time. We're going to have to attack down over here, and some areas up over here. We can deal with Portugal after British Raj, though. That's the idea here. So we're going to get British Raj to capitulate. They have 145 reasons not to right now, but that will be going away shortly. And then we're going to attack any of these Portuguese areas that are available at that time afterwards. And we'll start launching naval invasions of Portuguese areas. That'll be fine. We need to keep in mind we've only got a couple years left. I don't think this is going to be the last episode of this series, but it's going to be very close. So that's all something to think about. But we've got this big old war going on. Out of curiosity, what are the numbers looking? Yikes. Okay. So 30k dead on our side compared to 176 on their side. British Raj just capitulated. Okay. So with that in mind, Portuguese Sunda Islands and Azores. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Kenelm Rosebery here, and we're going to recruit ourselves a new navy. So we're going to recruit an admiral out of, say, North Sea HQ. That'll be fine. And Herbert Maynard here is going to start a naval invasion of the Portuguese Sunda Islands, and that is going to be with... Samuel Fullerton would be fine. There we go. So that seems okay. We're no longer doing this, of course. So I want to send Kenelm Rosebery then as well to do a naval invasion of Azores. So that is this guy here. Okay, so off they go. No problem whatsoever there. Portugal is not very into this peace deal at this point, and with good reason. We don't have anything in Azores or Portuguese Sunda Islands just yet. However, we've got all of this going on here that did spark a wee bit of radicalism. No doubt about that. There is some radicalism here. That's for sure. We're going to need to queue up a bunch of stuff. So there's a couple of logging camps, or actually a singular logging camp. That's all they've got for resources. They did build up their resources nicely, so that's good. We can look at agriculture here, and we can go for possibly... Actually, we should max out opium first. Opium is, in my opinion, the most important thing to max out here, and we can build so much of it. Wow. So much of it. This is a crazy amount of opium. Okay, so that gives us just insane levels of the stuff. That's wonderful. We could go for tea next, and tea is another very good one to build. So we're going to do exactly that. We can build a lot of tea plantations, and this is, of course, going to make us a lot of tea. This is going to be a while to build all of this. That's very clear. Construction efficiency is kind of low in these regions for now, but we're putting this at the bottom of the queue, so it shouldn't be too bad. And that's actually it. Okay, so nothing else to be built there. Now I'm betting there's already some infrastructure issues here. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to start here at the bottom, and we're going to put these at the top of the queue for the moment. So we're going to build 2 in British Outer Houseland here. We're going to build 2 here. We're going to build 5 here. 5 here. This is ultimately going to need 5, although it'll probably need even more than that. And then beyond here, everything is going to need at least 6. We don't need 8. We need 6 here. And we're going to need 6, 6. Yep, that's all fine. This is also going to get 6. This one is going to get 7. Actually, it should get 8. And this one should actually get 9. Okay, there we go. So that's fine. We're going to have to start working down this radicalism, of course. And that'll mostly happen by our standard of living coming up, right? That is absolutely the idea there. So I want to make sure that we are on arc-welded buildings, and I also want to make sure that we have reset production methods in all of these new states. So we're going to do this everywhere except home counties in Yorkshire. We know why those are not on the national standard. It is for car production, and that is absolutely fine. We do also need to incorporate each and every one of these states, and that is going to cost us quite a lot of bureaucracy here. And so we're going to have to do something about that too. That's okay. So each government administration is 100 bureaucracy, right? So pulling up a calculator here, 49.6, and then I want to divide that by 0.1. Yeah, that is correct, I think, right? Hang on. 49,600 divided by 100. Yeah, 496 of these. So we might as well build 500 of them, right? So that's fine. Let's sort by upkeep here, and I'm going to build 51 here. I'm going to build 51 here. 51 here, 51, and we're going to 51 for economy of scale purposes, of course. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. 35, 40, 45, and 50. Let's get rid of these in Zambezia. Okay. So that all looks good. I do want to move these government administrations up a fair amount. So we're going to move these up in the queue. We have a very large deficit right now, and that is fully understood. I want to move at least a bunch of these up. And we're still fighting Portugal here, but we do want to move quite a lot of these up. Okay, that'll do for now. War with this proletarian revolt just broke out. It's not a big deal. So that is all fine. We are currently traveling to England and Arabia HQs. We must have successfully invaded that. No. Are they heading home in order to head out? Yes, that's what they're doing. So we're waiting for them to prepare their forces. That's okay. Now, we obviously don't need this much here, right? I'm going to demobilize a number of these so that... Okay, yeah, that's the one we just demobilized. Right, hang on. I was mildly confused there for a moment. But we got there in the end. So it's this guy here we demobilize. And we really only need one commander here, right? So I'm going to demobilize everyone here that we can. This guy's engaged in a battle, apparently. So everyone else here would get demobilized. Not you. Not you, pause menu, either. The pause menu should probably remain demobilized, to be honest. So we'll do something like this. I may have missed one. We'll check back in on this after we update it. Yes. So this guy would need to be demobilized as well. Okay, something along the lines of that. Phenomenal. So obviously we're going to be paying quite a lot in additional expenses here in welfare payments. That's going to be a lot for a bit here. Yep, that's okay for the moment. We're running a very large deficit. We knew that would be the case for now. So for the time being, I'm okay with this. How many government administrations are we actually building right now? Okay, that's quite a lot. It's like 8 pages of them. We have a lot more queued up. But that'll do for the moment. Negative 40k bureaucracy is a lot of bureaucracy to be negative. No doubt about that. And of course, we're crushing this territory out over here. Wonderful. Dough rollers, giving us automated bakeries. Okay, we'll definitely do that. So there we go, 62.5k. That'll be something anyway. Cool. So we're just waiting at this point on invading those 2 locations, right? That's primarily what we've got going on. Oddly, we don't have a front here, even though we have a border with them. It's a little bit strange, but whatever. It must be because of treaty ports and some weirdness with how those work, is the only thing I can imagine. So that's fine for right now. We are definitely seeing the Portuguese war support drop off. And our own war support is also dropping off by 0.85 due to exhaustion. Yeah, that's not bad. We're definitely outpacing them on that front. Okay, so we're fighting off enemy interception and fighting a battle in the Sunda Islands. That's, of course, down over here, and we are going to win that. We're fighting off enemy interception here. We're going to win that as well. Okay. Phenomenal. So now we're fighting our actual invasion, and looks like we are winning that one. Perfect. -5, almost 6 million per week is a lot. I'm not going to lie about that, and temporarily we're going to go up to very high taxes to at least take the edge off of that. It's not going to do everything. We've got a lot going on here. We knew this would be the case from annexing the British Raj. We basically increased our population by 50%, right? It's huge. Absolutely huge what we just did. And it'll take some time to work through. A huge amount of this is unrealized taxes due to our tax waste, which is 25.8% right now. That's big. So just getting these government administrations done will definitely take the edge off. We've got these railways being worked on as well. Those are high priority, but they're not going to be done for a bit here. And we're going to have to move more government administrations up, but I'm going to wait until the current ones finish before doing that, is the way that's going to go. Okay, so it's just Azores at this point, and we are winning that, but that's a little bit slow going. No worries. That seems absolutely fine. We're definitely seeing these radicalisms drop off at this point. The citizenry of British Raj are just like, wow, this is so much better. And they're not wrong. It is so much better. So there's that proletarian revolt. They just capitulated. So we should demobilize Donald Cleghorn at this point if we can, but he actually can't be demobilized. Has to be mobilized for at least 3 months. So I guess that's okay. Mark Gray can be demobilized. A lot of these can be demobilized. I'm going to wait, I think, until we have Azores under control. Which should be very, very soon here. Well, we know that this is Kenelm Roseby, right? So, Mark Gray, sure. We would demobilize him. Awkward that we can't do it, like, from the outliner. Isn't it? You have to use the character interaction menu. So that's Mark Gray here. And then, who else can we demobilize? Samuel Fullerton. Okay, that is this guy. Consider him demobilized. Actually, we should just, like, go down the list here. Malcolm Hume, okay. Yeah, definitely demobilize him. Wellwood Pease, yep, demobilize him. Arthur Steele, Malcolm Forrester. Nothing too major over here at this moment. Kenelm, of course, we're keeping. So what else do we have here? We can demobilize this guy. Sounds good. That'll save us at least some money because I do expect Portugal to hang in this for a little bit. Okay, and then at this point, we've got what? Samuel Fullerton, who could be demobilized in theory? It's fine. There's a diplomatic play against us down over here. We can send Donald Cleghorn down here because we were not able to demobilize him. We can just send him on over. That'll be fine. So how much are we spending on our demobilization right now? $257 per week? Seems fine. And 100% of our war goals have been occupied, so Portugal is going to be interested in ending this pretty soon. Quite soon, in fact. They're going to dip down below 0 in just like 8 weeks, so that's fine. No issues whatsoever there, and we'll be arriving down here to deal with this uprising quite soon. Cool. So we do want to move more government administrations up, and we're going to do exactly that. At this point, I want to move basically all of them that we've queued up. I wish we could like set position based on building, so we could just move like all government administrations to the top of the queue. That would be really nice. Unfortunately, we can't do that, so we're stuck here just a spamming. And it's very obnoxious. But it's okay. We should be getting pretty close-ish to the top of the government administration queue here. Close-ish. Yeah. Emphasis on the ish, that's for sure. But I want to move them all up to the top at this point. We know that we need to get our government administration situation under control. So that is absolutely what we're looking to do here. I thought we'd be there by now. I thought that we got maybe about half of them before. I guess I massively underestimated that. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We'll call that good for now. Oh, wow, that's actually really close to the top. Never mind, let's just finish it. Okay. There we go. That's all of them. Beautiful. So we'll let those go. Are we building only government administrations right now? Confirmed. We are only building government administrations right now. For the moment, I'm content with that. That sounds absolutely fine. We're putting almost 7,000 construction per week into building government administrations at this moment. We've got a 2.8 billion GDP. Nobody can stand against us. That's for sure. 70,000 is our military strength. It's kind of huge. And we're only at minus 2 million at this point. Yeah, we've built up a good amount of credit. A lot of that is our construction, and even more is our welfare. As we get constructions completed out here in British Raj and work our way through this construction queue, it should be absolutely fine. So that seems good. No issues there at all, I think. How are we doing on our next tech? That'll be oil turbines? I don't think that's actually going to help us in any meaningful way. We don't really have enough oil to run our power plants off of oil. We're running them off of coal right now, and I think it's going to have to stay like that, to be honest. It's fine. Are we actually fighting out over here? No, this hasn't broken out just yet. Okay. It's actually not even halfway. Huh. Well, what are you thinking, Portugal? Are you interested in getting out of this war? They actually only have 19 reasons now, and it's very laggy while we have this open. Okay, that's exciting. They have 19 reasons now. And that's going to go away very quickly. So that's good. It'll be very good to get out of war. How are we doing on that demobilization? It's almost gone at this point. So I definitely think we've saved money by doing early demobilization at this point. Yeah, I'm quite certain on that one. 119k, and then on this weak tick, it's by going down by about 10%. 109k, 107. Yeah, that's not bad. I like it. So that's really solid. Not so solid, of course, is our current finances, but that's almost entirely due to our welfare payments. How are we doing on our unemployment? Yikes. Okay, so the unemployment and peasant numbers, that's what's driving this. We definitely need to get that dealt with, and the way to do that, of course, is by getting these constructions complete, right? That is absolutely the priority here right now. I do want to check in on our infrastructure situation. 6 is good here. We need... Actually, only 3 here. This changed on me. Okay. We need 3 here. We need 2 here. We need 2 here. 2 here. We need 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay. That'll do for the time being. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a lot of construction to do. That's for sure. Do we want to run railways over government administrations? I think we'll run these few of them over, but mostly I want to be working on government administrations. Keep in mind, we still have 2.18 million in unrealized taxes right now, and that's almost entirely due to our bureaucracy deficit. So we need to get the bureaucracy deficit under control, and we need to do it now. That's the idea here. How are we doing with our Portugal war? They have 11 reasons to not accept now. Okay. They're going to get out of this pretty soon. We're not launching an invasion of proper Portugal. I'm okay with just chilling here at this point. Especially since we're basically done with our early demobilizations. That's really not too bad at this juncture. So that looks good. And getting these government administrations done is going to be very good as well. We have a fair amount of time before we get all this construction done. One thing we might want to ask. Do we want to actually build more construction? We could get quite a lot more. I think I'm going to max out any of these. Oh, I'm putting these at the bottom of the list. I'm going to max out any of these that are already at 30. We're not going to do any more than that. There we go. Okay, I want to get these that are at the bottom of the list brought up. There we go. And we might have one too many in some of these. No, I think we don't. I think it's fine. So we're going to get these construction sectors done as top priority. Those are not going to take long, 3 weeks in total. And they're going to shave a lot off of this timer. So that's fine. Construction sectors do not get economy of scale. Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to double check that. So that looks good. I'm not going to completely max out our construction. That would be insane. War with Radical Travancore has broken out. That's these guys down over here. They're already dealt with. It's no problem. Cool. So that all looks good. And we are, of course, still constructing our government administrations behind this, right? We have another round of those finishing up in 5 weeks. So that looks good. We have a lot of work ahead of us on this whole India situation, though. No doubt about that. So we're going to get these construction sectors finished. That's top priority right now. And then we're going to finish up a bunch of government administrations. Getting back positive on our bureaucracy is going to be huge. So that's the idea. 4 more weeks on that. And 1 week on most of our construction sectors. We've got this awkward, unable to construct bug, but it's fine. It'll get over that. It does have the right number queued up. So that's all good. It's going to be a fairly minor amount of additional construction, but we can see here that brought us back up to over 7,000. I say back. We're at 7,300 right now, and we have more to construct here. We're going to get another chunk of them done this week. There we go. And then these are going to finish up eventually when they get around to not being bugged. So that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. We'll close this out, and hopefully it'll tick a little faster. Yeah, there we go. We're definitely seeing the game slowing down. There's no doubt about that one. That's for sure. But we have a lot of constructions to do, and that's absolutely fine. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to wrap up our Portugal war. And then we're probably going to chill for a little bit. We need to get our finances under control. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.